Alright, so today we've got a massive Sephora try on haul. Placed a couple friggin' big orders. This is a good one. Everything I tried out today and that is on my body is linked down below. Jewelry, shirt, everything. I also have started pinning a comment with the description box. You can find all of the links there just so it's a little bit easier to find. I'm gonna be saying that in the next few videos, so sorry for being a broken record, but it's just something new I've been doing. Thanks to this shirt, I am now craving a soft pretzel. Thought of lemons, lemonade, Wetzel's pretzels, soft pretzel. If you're in Seattle, the best soft pretzel, by the way, is at Brower's. Oh my god, I would fly to Seattle just for that pretzel. But anyways, makeup, here we go. Okay, so I just have my hair up in this contraption just to give it some volume as it's like cooling, just have it clipped up. Touched it up with the Shark, FYI, you'll see it in a vlog. We have a big haul. I think pretty much everything, yeah, like normally, you know, I have a few products that I'll like throw in that aren't a part of the haul. I think I have a new product for pretty much every category, so this is a big boy. I saw this on Instagram, I think it was Patrick Taw's video, and this is a body glow product. It's called She's Glossy, or that's the shade. I think they had, maybe they had two shades. But this is like a big body balm. So you're supposed to put it on with a brush, and it looked, in the video at least, it looked like friggin' insane. So here's what it looks like. I'm gonna apply it with this Lawless body brush, which, I don't know, I just put that on my face, but it feels really soft. Actually, like, might be good for foundation because it's really nice and soft. By the way, this shirt was from Kohl's a while ago, and then these necklaces are Etsy, and they're so beautiful. Mikukumi, everything's always down below. Okay, I think I just got it. Ooh, okay, I'm only looking in the viewfinder so far, but in the viewfinder, oh my god, looks friggin' beautiful. Oh, yes. Okay, just feels like pretty light, like a light oil balm kind of thing. I'm loving this sheen though. Look at that. It doesn't look glittery, which is like my thing with, I don't like when they're glittery. But here it is up close. Dude, loving this. You can feel it, but it's just like a very lightweight oil. Most body glow products you can feel. Saw this on Sephora and I was intrigued. It says it's 5-minute lip filler. Basically, it says instantly and over time, hydrating lip treatment help fills out, plump and smooth the appearance of lips. Instantly increases the look of fullness. You leave it on, so it just says wait at least 3 minutes before applying other lip products, or you can use alone as a lip primer or as an overnight lip treatment. So that's kind of cool. It has a lot of different uses. It's just clear, I believe. And I'm putting this on right at the beginning because A, I want to let it have time before I put lip product on, but also I want to see throughout the video if my lips are any different. So let's actually do a close-up. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's very thin. This reminds me of Blistex, actually. This has the exact same feel and smell as a Blistex. I love that it's minty. Obviously, I'm only gonna be wearing one of these, but I wanna see which shade is probably closer. That's probably just the one I'll go with. But the Hourglass Veil Hydrating Skin Tint, I got the shade 5. This is a new release from Hourglass. In the past, I feel like I haven't had a lot of luck with their face products. Like, I didn't like their foundation stick. I'm curious to try, like, retry some of the old foundations that didn't work for me, actually. I should do that. If my thoughts have changed or if I still don't like them. And the other one's the Danessa Myricks Yummy Serum Skin Tint. This one's in the shade 4. I'm kind of curious about this Hourglass. I mean, I'm curious about both, but definitely test this one in another video or vlog. Shaking it up. I feel a very, very slight tingle, nothing like a usual like lip plumper. This guy was expensive. Okay, this was $49. Has 1.2 ounces of product, so a little more than standard. It says a lightweight skin tint, dewy glow, sheer veil of coverage, visibly even skin tone, all while plumping and smoothing. Did I just... Oh, yep, just kind of ate that. Oh my god, I literally just ate that. Hold on. Alright, that's the first. I literally just ate foundation. I'm gonna reapply the lip plumper. Back to this. Don't open that with your teeth. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's try a brush first. Actually, hopefully this shade works. For my self-tanner shade, I definitely could have gone maybe one shade or maybe even 2 shades darker, but I'll just warm up my face a lot. Ooh, it's sitting on the skin nice. Definitely glowy, and I have so many SPFs to test right now, but I didn't want to put anything under my face today because I just wanted to see the finish of the face products on their own, because SPFs really can alter the finish of foundation, so I'm just gonna like stop doing that when I test for the first time. I don't smell anything. Okay, with the brush, yeah, definitely light coverage, but it's looking really nice. It's just sitting on the skin beautifully. Looks definitely radiant, for sure. I don't have anything on my skin. I don't have any skin products. I just washed my skin off, so this is just Or I just have more to cover up on this side, like more redness that I'll go in with concealer to cover, but looks nice on both. I have to see if this is worth it because, I mean, I feel like I have drugstore products that look like this so far. It's just, you know, just a glowy skin tone. I'm actually gonna use my hands for my forehead. I'm gonna apply a little bit more right here. Yeah, I think I need a darker shade for tanner. These kind of products are nice to throw on if you just want something quick, a little bit of coverage, a little bit of like evening out your skin tone, matching your face to your body if you need to do that. It says it's supposed to look plumping. I don't know if I'm getting that feel from it yet. It more just feels like a very lightweight kind of serum-y skin tint. So I'll definitely test this one in a vlog or the next like new makeup video. In the meantime, I'm gonna get my brow gel going before I go in with concealer. It's just the Lawless. I'll let that set while I do concealer and then go in with my brow pencil. For concealer, Makeup Forever came out with new HD Skin concealers. I have 2.2N and 2.5. I did use this one time super quickly when I was like running out the door. Don't know what I think about it at all yet. I think I'm gonna try 2.5 on my face first, and then I'll use maybe the other shade under my eyes. Oh, so definitely very yellow toned. Just want to cover up the redness a little bit right here. Yeah, it's a little too yellow. Also didn't cover that much. Yeah, so definitely more of like a light medium coverage concealer. Let me actually see what they say it is. Yeah, they say like buildable but medium coverage, but with concealer, like why build it? So let's try the shade 2.2N underneath my eyes. For being the neutral tone, this shade pulled very yellow. So I think on this side, I'm gonna blend it out right away, and then on this side, I'll let it sit in for like 30 seconds, which I like to do with some of my concealers. My eyes look actually darker than my face and definitely more yellow toned. Let this one sit on a few more seconds. I'm trying to picture this if I had the right shade, you know what I mean? So I'm just like looking at how it's sitting under my eyes, and it looks very moisturized. It definitely has like a glowy, dewy finish. And I would say, yeah, I would say it's medium coverage. It's covering enough darkness. It's not looking dry or anything. It's a rare day and I have pretty much all new powder products to try, actually no creams. So because of that, I am gonna set my face. This is the Lawless Perfecting Powder in the shade Light Medium. I don't think this is gonna quite darken enough, but like I said, I'm just gonna really bronze up my face. Ooh, definitely softening things out. I like powders where it doesn't take away the glow fully. I mean, sometimes I want it to like really mattify if I'm using it more as like a targeted powder, like around my nose or whatever. But just for like an all over face powder, I do like when they mattify a little bit, but don't take away the glow all the way. And you can definitely still see the glow coming through this one, but it does look nice and soft. And actually, I think this shade is good. It did darken it, my face. You can see this side versus this side. And it did add a little bit of coverage too. Yeah, definitely added coverage. That's looking nice, like with the combo of the hourglass underneath, which was very fine finish. This is looking nice. I wouldn't say it's blurring, like super blurring around my pores. It did soften things out a little bit, but they're not like incredibly blurred. I would still go in with my blurring powder. Did I put it in here? No. Looking good. Okay, let's see how this does on my forehead. Full powder today. Yeah, it is adding coverage. I would say this is probably like a medium coverage powder. Okay, my forehead is looking a little makeup-y, but that can happen with me on my forehead with powders, which is why I usually don't powder all across my forehead, but I would totally use this one down here. I think I would put it like right here and then keep the center of my forehead without powder, or if I do something like this and powder my entire forehead, a lot of the time setting spray can like really transform it afterwards and just like melt it in, but it does look a bit kicky on my forehead right here. And I like the tone. It darkened it, but it's a nice like neutral tan tone. For bronzer, this is actually a retry. I have been trying this and I feel like I have different thoughts each time, so I feel like it really depends on what it's going on top of, which is not a great quality to have in a bronzer. Sometimes it looks patchy. The shade is Amalfi. I think I had a little blush on this brush. Whoops. Like that went on great. I think this is just one that you have to have your face fully powdered. Like if there's any tackiness, it can just look a little patchy and be harder to blend out. I actually picked up 3 different blushes because I couldn't decide. These are all new launches. First up, we have the Give, Feel, and Cheeky Blush Duo, and this is in the shade Lasting Love. It looks like this one might be more glowy and that one might be more matte. Then we have, oh, I'm so excited to try this. This is more of, I think it's gonna be more of like a blush topper situation, like how I use the House Labs. This is the Gen Nude Highlighting Blush. So it says a blush illuminator and I got the shade Pink Glow. These kind of products I'm obsessed with because it can just make your skin look so natural and beautiful. And in the past, I've had good experiences with Bare Minerals highlighters. So I have high hopes for this one. So this is more of a highlighter. So this is not in the running for which blush I'll use. Here is the other blush. It's the Makeup by Mario Soft Pop Plumping Blush Veil. Why do brands have to make such long names? This is in the shade Just Peachy. It's like a really pretty peachy pink shade. This is like a cream kind of feel. It feels like they're the Makeup by Mario Veil, what was that called? This product right here, which I love, that you can use in a lot of different ways, but it feels similar. I don't want to put this on top of super powdered skin like I have right now because I think it might cling. Maybe not, but I'm going to test it first without a full powdered face on. I'm going to try the top shade first. The Give highlighter is like one of my favorite highlighters, not just currently, like it's a beautiful friggin' formula. So I have high hopes now for the powders products from them. This is pretty, look at that, just sitting on the skin, beautiful. There's something about their powders, they just melt in, they don't look powdery at all. Like that actually has a really decent amount of glow to it. I'm gonna take the bottom shade now and just see if it's more matte. I can tell I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this. Love the shades, love the tone, and the finish does not look like a powder. They blend out really easy too. Yeah, this is a winner. I'm gonna take whatever's left over on the blush brush and I just run it like this right across the bridge of my nose. And I feel like it just brings it together. It doesn't look like quite as stark with everything. And also just makes it look like you've kind of been out in the sun. You're just like naturally pink. I am naturally pink. Don't need help with that, but apparently I do. Loving that. Looks beautiful. So excited to try this though. Wiping off everything that's on my brushes. I really need to wash my brushes right now. Okay, this is in the shade Pink Glow again. Okay, finish, beautiful. This looks like the Hourglass strobe lighting palette, which I just said something else looked like that too. You're getting that like intense highlight look, but it just looks almost like wet. I don't know about the shade. I feel like it's a little cool toned for me. I like a little bit more of like a warm pink. Like this is more of like an icy pink, I would say. If there's a different shade that is more pink toned, I would probably like that more. Let's do a little lip plumper update. Do they look any more plump? They definitely look soft. Like I do feel like it slightly filled in the lip lines a little bit, which can be nice for before makeup. It has a very slight tingle. I don't think this is like an uncomfortable tingle, which is actually hard to find. Some of them are like too much where I wouldn't want to like keep it on because why? I right now don't know if my lips look like significantly bigger. Let's get up close. Do they look any different? I think they look smoother for sure, but I don't know if I noticed anything different as far as the size. I forgot I also got the RMS Beauty Mai Tai blush. I love the Pomegranate Fizz shade of this, and this was on like major sale on Sephora, so I picked up another shade to try. And this one I have used a few times now, and I feel like, well, I've used it on its own, and these I do think are better layered on stuff. Since I do want a little different of a color as a highlighter, why not? Let's layer a little bit of this on, shall we? I'm just gonna use this basically as like a blush topper highlighter. Yeah, see, that's more, I like the warm tone better. Going over top of that other one, it's giving like a really pretty peachy kind of gold sheen now. It's pretty, wow, I have so many blushes and highlighters on right now. I just realized I don't have my eye primer up here, so let me go grab that. I think I also am gonna grab my Amy Cole powder just to try to blur out my pores a little bit. Got the goods, just printed upstairs. I'm gonna take my favorite Amy Cole powder with the powder puff and just press this around my pores. This is magical, this stuff, for blurring. So I coat it and then kind of like wipe it off. Oh my god. Every time it blows my mind. Look at that. Literally just filled in the pores, totally blurred them out. This powder, all I gotta say, better never get discontinued on me. I'm gonna put this a little bit right between my brows to blur. For sure, for me, this is what I would use like in my more textured areas, so that I can use something like the Lawless powder everywhere else, but this just makes so much of a difference. For eye primer, I'm gonna use my Anastasia eye primer. And then this is the Anissa eye primer brush. It looks like the concealer brush a little bit, but it's actually much smaller. I'll just show you side by side actually. Here's the concealer brush, here's the eye primer brush. I have a new eyeshadow palette to try, which I'm so excited. Basically, I went on the hunt on the interwebs to try and find an everyday basic palette where I feel like I'm gonna use like a lot of the shades. This primer is so nice because it does add a little bit of coverage to the lid. It also actually makes your shadows stay on longer. Here's the palette. It's the Dior Backstage eye palette in the shade 01 Nude Essentials. Everything in here besides this one is one that I would get a lot of use out of. Like all the other shades are right up my alley. It looks like there's some nice mattes and then also some shimmers or satin finishes. Actually, it tells you exactly the finish on the back of here, so that's pretty nice. Take this shade right here in the corner first. Ooh, that's a pretty tone. To warm things up a little, I'm gonna take this shade right here. An everyday look, I probably would just take one or the other of those two, depending on if I was going for a more cool tone look or warm. They're pigmented, blending out well so far. So the middle shade is a satin finish. I'm gonna take this one on my finger first and then probably add this over top. The middle one feels, it's like definitely a dry, very light kind of formula. Yeah, I'm gonna take this guy first. That one feels definitely less dry. Yeah, that's pretty. I love this kind of cool tone shimmer shade. I like that it's a very wearable shimmer. Like this isn't too much to me where I wouldn't want to wear it on a day-to-day basis, which is exactly what I'm looking for in a palette. I am going to take the lighter shimmer shade, the middle shade on the top row. Then what I usually do is take a brush like this and use like a shimmery white shade. So we have it right here. This one says it's a pearl finish. Yep. I feel like this is gonna be my new go-to. These are like all the tones I want in life for every day. I wish there was a different shade instead of the shimmery like red brick color, because I just feel like that's the one shade in here that I'm not gonna use. Like if that was a black, oh my god. This is a retry, but the Huda Beauty Creamy Kohl Liner. This, if I don't prime my eyes and I try to smudge it on the top, does transfer up, and it also, I feel like, kind of bleeds on my waterline. But I want to try putting it today with this Anastasia primer because I haven't tried that yet, and see if it transfers up. So I'm going to just smudge a little bit like I normally would. Whoops. Got that a little low somehow. Normally I go kind of more up. Here's the tight line dye versus not, just so you can see the difference. Now I'm gonna go in with this deepest brown shade and kind of smudge on top of that a little bit. This Huda one can pull a little blue. Okay, that brown is nice. Okay, I took the matte cream shade in that palette actually, and I'm just kind of cleaning up the edge with that. That was this shade right here. For the lower lash line, I'm mixing these two shades right here. See the Huda Beauty liner, I didn't even put any on my lower waterline, it just transfers down when you tightline. Put my cream liner on my waterline. Taking the flat liner brush again, I'm going to mix these two matte brown shades. Have a new mascara to try. It's this Huda Beauty one called One Coat Wow. Okay, we will see if that's true. It's supposed to do all this magic just after one coat. By the way, just touch my chest. The finish of the Pack Tot is the same, so it stays kind of like balmy, slight oil, which a lot of them do. Cute packaging, like matte pink. It has like the Too Faced Better Than Sex shape of applicator, but this one has short rubber bristles. Was not expecting that. I haven't even finished. Look at that. I truly was not actually expecting this to be a one coat mascara and look like this. It's always harder to see when you have like, you know, black shadow like that already. I'm gonna try to look up so you can really see it. I'm impressed. This basically gives the exact kind of look that I love. It's like volume, separation, like it's not getting too clumpy. Hope and pray to the mascara gods that this does not transfer and that it wears well, because just the look of it off the bat is, I'm impressed. This is how little faith I have in trying new mascaras. I brought my Amy Cole as a backup because I feel like most times I have to like add something to it if I'm testing a new mascara because they just, you know, the results aren't good, but I don't literally need to add anything to this. However, this wand is not something that I would use on my lower lashes. It's just like too big to get in there and knock it all over my face. I don't have my MAC Extend Play in here. That's normally what I use for lower lashes. So I'm just going to do a really thin coat and like wipe off a lot from the Amy Collet. I don't actually know if I've tried this on my lower lashes before. I'm going to let these dry, but holy crap. So last step is lips, and I will say this thing is still on there. It's comfortable. It really does just feel like Blistex or something. Like this would be very comfortable to keep in your purse to throw on at night, but it doesn't feel like I can keep it on and then put lip liner over top. Like it just wouldn't go on because it is, you know, kind of like slippery. So I'm gonna go wipe this off. It does say to wait though 3 minutes, then you can put lip product on top, but like I could see you being able to put a gloss over top, but I would say you're gonna use this and then put like full lip product on top, like lip liner and stuff. I would probably put on my lip liner first next time. After foundation, I would probably put on lip liner first, then put this on, let it sit, do the rest of my makeup, and then at the very end, like put on a gloss over top. My lips do look really nice and soft right now. Are you ready for this? I am taking a different lip liner. Not Tarte Mauve, not Rare Beauty, Lawless. I know, it's shocking. I really like both of these two shades. There's Pink Sand and Nude Honey. Just to do something a little different because I feel like I always do the pink tone. Let's do Honey. The latte makeup look is like a thing right now, and I feel like this liner, if you're on my skin tone, is a nice shade to get that kind of look. I'm gonna take this Makeup by Mario Hot Pink over top. These are interesting. I can't quite figure this out. Like it's an interesting formula. It's not like a full gloss. It's not a full lipstick. It's not a full tint. Like I don't know. I mean, this is how I've been using it. Just put it all over like a lip liner. Okay, I actually don't like the shade right now. I'm gonna put a little bit of this one over top. Soft Nude. It's not sheer enough to give like the lip oil look, you know what I mean? This one is like a nudie chocolate. There we go. I don't know. I would say it's like a satin finish lip cream, maybe. Okay, please hold. I just realized I totally had this that I really wanted to try out, so I'm actually gonna wipe off what we just did. I'm gonna keep the lip liner on. I saw I Love Sarahi on Instagram. She put on lip liner and then she put this gloss on. It says there's a lip sculpt in the shade Taupe, but then this is clear, the lip gloss. It looks like she put on like a nude. Let's try this sculpt thing. I guess let's try the clear gloss over top. Have I tried this? I feel like I've tried this gloss. Ooh, okay, this gloss. Very comfortable. I feel like that actually just did like a lot of plumping, like gave the appearance of making my lips look really like juicy and plump. Doesn't feel sticky. That might be a winner. Okay, that definitely just made my lips look way bigger. I wanted to show you, this one is the Refi, and then this one is the Lawless. So Lawless is a bit darker. All right, so I just took my hair down, brushed it out a bit. We've got some volume today, but this is the final look. I feel like we had a lot of winners today. Of course, these are initial first impressions. I'm gonna be updating as I test them more in vlogs. My initial like, whoa, is the mascara. I am kind of blown away by this. It gives me the exact look that I like with lashes, and I'm really hoping this doesn't transfer or doesn't like bleed or anything and just wears well, because right now I'm freaking loving it. The other standout gloss is very glossy, comfortable, really pretty. The body glow we've got going on, the Patrick Ta. I'm so happy this actually looks like how it looked in the Instagram video, because you never know sometimes, but like this is looking really pretty without looking glittery. It just looks like you have like super healthy moisturized skin. The eyeshadow palette, I mean, for me, I feel like I'm gonna get a ton of use out of these shades. Like I said, everything except the reddish one, but really like how the shadows went on, how it turned out, the tones of it. This guy, also beautiful. Love the shades, love how they blended out. I'm definitely gonna be getting a lot of use out of this. My cheeks and just like skin overall right now look very just skin-like, doesn't look powdery. For having literally all powders on besides, you know, the concealer and skin tint, my face does not look powdery. And then products that I initially like, but we're gonna have to see as I test it more, is the Peter Thomas, did I say Patrick Ta before this? Peter Thomas Roth Instant Firm, the lip filler product. Like I said, I don't think it made my lips look any bigger, but if you have a lot of like dryness or lip lines and you want to kind of like fill them in, smooth them out, I do actually think this did a little bit of that. This one, I love the formula and how it like sits on the skin. The shade for me just is a little bit too icy. So for me, this one is worth trying to get a shade that I like. I think I'm gonna go in the Sephora store and see like in person some of these shades. The skin tint, initially it looks nice, I like it. Is it like anything revolutionary for $49? No, I mean, I feel like I can probably find a drugstore dupe for this, just like one I already have in my collection. It's very pretty, it looks like skin, it looks very glowy, so I just don't know if this one is worth the price, but looks pretty. The Makeup Forever concealer, I don't know. Mixed thoughts. Doesn't look bad. For me, I just typically reach for more full coverage concealers, so I don't know how much use I would get out of this. And the Lawless powder looks nice everywhere except my forehead. Probably wouldn't use this again on my forehead, just on like the perimeter, and I also wouldn't use it around my pores. I think that's everything. So I'm gonna have everything I tried today listed down below in the description box. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video.